talk about it, gentlemen. Let me plug the joint. Assertive versus passive behavior and how women sexually respond. Now, I did a joint recently, and I was talking about how confidence is an attractive trait to women. Now, for me, it's very basic, it's very simplistic. All you guys should already know that, but you'll be surprised. A lot of guys, they underestimate the importance of confidence, right? They think confidence is overrated. So I had to do the drop, right? I had to do the drop for guys who are kind of in between situations and maybe they're having some self-doubt. So I had to do that, right? Now, in that particular joint, I briefly talked about assertive versus passive behavior. I gave two examples and two stories that I told, but I want to get a little more in depth, right? So this is what I want to tell you guys right quick. I want guys to understand this. These women that you guys are meeting, okay, they don't know you. They don't know you, right? So regardless of what men think about women, even with regard to women's promiscuity, one thing that all women hate doing is they hate adding another notch to their bedpost for bad sex. They don't like that shit. Women loathe bad sex. Now, and oftentimes when they make a decision to have sex with a man, them being physically attracted to him definitely will play a part, but also a lot of times your behaviors come into play. How you act come into play. Now, you could be a passive guy and a woman can still be so attracted to you that she goes ahead and has sex with you anyway, right? But what a lot of guys have to understand is when you get rejected by these women, see, this is what typically happens, right? When you first approach a woman and she just rejects you outright, that really has nothing to do with your behaviors a lot of times. It could be a multitude of reasons why she won't even let you shoot your shot. You know, it could be that she doesn't find you physically appealing. It could be because she got a man. It could be because she's not into men, if you know what I mean, right? So you can't really concern yourself with the why when that happens. But when you're dealing with a woman and she doesn't reject you right away, and you guys are actually conversing, you're having a conversation, maybe you even go out on a date, and for whatever reason, she just stops dealing with you. She loses interest. Oftentimes, that is a direct result of your behaviors, how you act. The reason why I say that, right? When women decide to have sex with a man they just met, they don't know you well enough to know if you're actually going to be a good lover. Okay, it's not like you came on a referral. It's not like they had one of their girlfriends recommend you and they said, yeah, dude working with a little something, he know what he's doing. So now, trust and believe, there are a lot of women who get down off of dick referrals. Believe that shit, but that's another story for another day. But my point is, because they don't know you, they don't know nothing about your sex game, the only way they can kind of tell whether or not you may be an adequate lover or a good lover is your behaviors, how you act. How you act. Here's the thing. I just want to hit you with this, right? When we talk about passive behavior, one of the examples of passive behaviors is this: going along with someone else's plans when you wish you were doing something else. There are a lot of you guys who go along to get along with these women. Women can tell when you're very passive, you're indirect, right? You're indecisive. You're not the take charge type of guy. You don't have a dominant masculine personality. That speaks volumes of how you might be in bed. If you are a passive guy, if you don't exert your will in a situation, right? Women will oftentimes think that, okay, if he's like that now, that probably translates to how he will be in the bedroom. Conversely, if you're more assertive, more dominant, more of the take charge type of guy, right? The confident guy, right? You're going to have women that will say, okay, if he's like that, that probably translates to how he'll be in the bedroom. I did a video talking about exuding big dick energy. If you ever hear a woman say that, right? Basically what she's saying, I have run into guys that were so confident, so assertive, that I literally believe they had a big dick by the way they were acting. Or at the bare minimum, I believe that they were good in bed by the way that they carried themselves. That matters. How you carry yourself, your behaviors, that shit matters. Let me just give you a small sample size. My woman, right? She's from Detroit. One of the things that attracted her to me was she told me that I reminded her of the guys she used to date when she lived in Detroit. The reason why I'm telling you that is when you encounter women, a lot of times based on how you're acting, your behaviors, that's going to remind them of a guy they used to deal with. And they're going to recollect and be like, you know what? The last time that a guy behaved like this, he fucked the shit out of me. And this guy's acting just like that guy. Damn. That alone can get a woman curious. That alone could evoke intrigue to the point where a woman is like, you know what? I think I'm going to explore this situation with this guy. Because it's been a while since I had some good dick in my life. And he is reminding me of this guy I used to deal with that tore my shit up. I think I want to repeat performance, right? Straight up and down. This is why it's important, because here's the thing, right? The last thing a woman wants, okay, and women loathe bad sex, by the way, if I didn't say that already. The last thing a woman wants is to be in a situation where she's having sex with a guy and you're doing shit like this. Would you mind getting on your hands and knees? I want to do it doggy style. Is that okay? Or are you asking her, is it okay if I pull your hair? Is it okay if I slap your ass? Right? Or you smack her ass very gently, you be like, is that too hard? I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt you. Women looking at you like, God damn, motherfucker, come on. Fuck me already. Like, God damn, what are we doing here, right? Me personally, I'm not asking a chick, can I smack her ass? It's getting smacked. Now, she can tell me later if it's too hard, right? I'm not asking if I can pull a chick hair. The shit getting pulled. I'm not asking if I can choke her. She getting choked. I'm not asking. And I'm going to talk shit the whole fucking time. So if I want a woman on all fours, this is how I'm going to say it. Like, let's say we doing missionary, right? I'm going to pull out and pull up and be like, yo, turn over on your stomach. As soon as she turn on the stomach, I'm going to smack in her ass. Arch that back and poke that ass out. And if she moving too slow, I'm going to slap that ass harder. Hurry up. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. And then as soon as she hike that motherfucker up, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put my motherfucking hand on the back of her neck and hold her ass there. Right? I'm not going to ask, nigga. I'm going to do that shit. Right? So if a woman is talking to me long before we have sex, because of my behaviors, she's going to envision that I'm that type of nigga in bed. Your behaviors matter. Let me plug the joint. Assertive versus passive behavior and how women sexually respond. That's it. That's all. I'm out.